Hello and good afternoon or good evening or good morning. This is Katanya Alvin, and we're looking into the very interesting things that are happening right now. It's the 3rd of October, and I'm going to give you a rundown of Restored Republic via the GCR as of October the 3rd, 2018. And so let's play a bit of Trump. And I'm speaking from London, Hampstead. I'm a Brit living in Britain and absolutely behind President Trump.
David, I've given them so much money. That's all right. And you did a good job. Please.
As a mentor for us, if he be here, we have created him a hard hat with the presidential seal, the American flag, NECA, and our convention logo. You could use this in Washington from time to time.
I will. That's good. Thank you.
Right, you could use this in Washington. What a wonderful line. Indeed he can. So, on with this, with very exciting news. So this is compiled by Judy Byington, and I'll just skip this bit. Now, below is a summary of information from the internet. It would be up to the individual reader to do their own research and decide whether or not it is valid. Patience is virtue. Having virtue is a sign of a good moral being. Good moral beings have the power to overcome evil and change the world. And my goodness, with the satanic, all the Satanism that's going on, we've got a lot of work to do. So Judy notes, Justice K confirmation October the 3rd equals indictments unsealed, equals 51,000 arrests plus more, equals cabal fights back, equals emergency broadcast system, test, martial law, equals curfew and securing the borders, ports and airports, equals stay indoors 3 to 4 days as things could get violent. So advice while in martial law: have what you need, stay close to home, and never go out after a curfew without military escort, which could be provided for currency exchange, redeem appointments. Now, that will get explained later on. President Trump declared via a Q plus post that this month would be Red October. Chinese elders / BRICS forces were said to be in full command of the RV, that's the revaluation, as of midnight Sunday, September the 30th. And the NAFTA agreement was also signed on the Sunday night. Well, it wasn't NAFTA, it was something, he scrapped that, didn't he? And opening the door for currency exchange. The cabal financial system went defunct a few hours later at 12:01 a.m. EDT, Monday morning, October the 1st, 2018. The Kavanaugh Supreme Court confirmation vote, essential for RV GESARA compliance. GESARA stands for Global Economic Security and Reformation Act, which was signed at gunpoint to Bill Clinton's head many years ago when he was in office, was set for confirmation on October the 3rd. POTUS tweeted, I think that's lovely, tweeted, to expect a communication blackout attempt via a censorship of Twitter, Google and Facebook on content deemed threatening to the cabal survival, especially around the November midterm elections. At 30 minutes in quotes test of the emergency broadcast system that could announce martial law was scheduled for Wednesday, 3rd of October. It's the 3rd of October today. And in UK, it is 15:01. That's 3:01. At 2:18 a.m. EDT, 2:18 a.m. Well, that's your early morning. Why, I misread it thinking it was 2:18 p.m. So EDT, rumor, so maybe you've already had it. The test could be followed by 800 numbers, alert. Now, summary of an early morning, as of early morning the 3rd, 2018. Q plus, many believe Q was President Trump. Red October, stay tuned and watch. Justice K confirmation, declassification, unsealing indictments, martial law, stay indoors, and the 3 to 4 days. So I'm just going down here to Philip Tilton. They tried to take Trump out with a missile, and that's why Black Hawks were in Chicago Saturday, September the 29th. That has activated everything. We heard from the military person to be prepared. That was going to be the martial law decree declared very shortly. It will not last long, but it may be very violent as Army and Marines round up the deep state Satanists. It's set for this week. Pay attention when the emergency broadcast system goes off. Follow the directions and stay indoors for 36 to 48 hours, 3 to 4 days, whatever it takes. Have what you need and stay close to home and never go out after curfew without the military escort. The revaluation of currencies would follow. Now, let me just also say that it was on September 11th, 2001, that Nasara was going to be announced on that day at 10 o'clock. And you know what you got at 8 o'clock. So this is why there is so much care going on here. I mean, in quotes, care. All the sources have contacted say that POTUS has decided on expected release of the funds. Now, let me just say what the funds are. The funds are about that the world is being wealthed. Now, there are two aspects. One, that actually people that bought the very low value dinar and also Zimbabwe currency, that's getting revalued, and of course the value will shoot them right up, so they will have an immense amount of money. But it was on the precursor that they would do humanitarian, set in place big humanitarian projects. So that is what has been happening. So here we come down here. Now, Tony says down here, the bank's expected final rates, etc. So, and what was very interesting, when I went up to my post office on the 1st, and I said to her, we are on just a bank account now, the world. And she said, yes. And I said, we've also got CIPS in place, CIPS, which is the interconnection between banking, accounting, etc. And I said, and we're going on to the quantum financial system on the 1st or the 2nd or the 3rd. She said, yes, very shortly. So in October. So that was great news to hear. So stay tuned, everyone. There's some very exciting things happening. The world is truly being cleaned out of from the Satanists and also wealth. So no longer will people be in a state of abject poverty. Okay, God bless, love and light to you all, and I'll be back. This is Katanya Alvin, or Project Truth Warrior, signing out. Goodbye.